Hi, Genki Call here with the Hierophant class trial for June 30th, 2022. I have 5 teams for you depending on where you are in the game. The first two have no legendaries on them. If you have King Oberron, he is a legendary. He will give you a 50% mana start for your team, but this is for people with no legendaries. So I have two choices. This one I don't like as much as the second choice, but we'll go over it. It is the Mountain Crusher because you should have this. You just need to get your brown mana mastery up and you will get this for free. And it explodes a bunch of brown gems, and the explosion will also get you other colors as well. Leprechaun for a fast mana start. This is one of the first troops in the game that you should be trying for and getting fully traded because it is the most versatile card in the whole game. You can use this on any team. And then 2 of the Fae Cap. This thing does scatter damage. It doesn't do a lot, but it does do damage to all enemies, and it's okay. It's an okay team. But as far as troops that do damage to all enemies, they're legendaries for this kingdom. There are none that will do damage to all enemies except for this guy with his scatter damage. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some mana here. I can take the hit. We'll do this. We'll do this. And we'll blow this off. You can see it's a little slow. It's a little slow, and I don't love this one. I like the other team I'm going to show you with no legendaries better, but this is an option. Now, all of these teams are using Hierophant class because I don't have it maxed out yet. And I want to. So, that was the first team. Hold on while I grab the second team. I did not have it prepared for some reason. Alright, next up we have this team. I like this one for no legendaries better. We've got the Summer Knight up front, and the Summer Knight is going to destroy a row. That's as if all of those gems were matched. Then you're going to gain armor and attack and gain a barrier. So this is going to be a nice little tank for you up front. If you have her traded, she has 40% skull damage reduction. And Black Manacles is another weapon that you'll get for free just for getting your purple and brown mana mastery up. And hoping you have this because it's a lot more efficient than the other team. And then we have 2 leprechauns. 2 leprechauns. So usually you blow off one and then you blow off the other and it fills the other one back up, so you'll always have a source of mana. So this was my other choice for people with no legendaries. And then we will move on to the next one. So I could make this green match here right now, but there's no point because nothing here takes green except for the leprechaun. So we're just going to blow this up. And then we'll blow the other one up. And see it filled up here. We'll cast this. And I forgot to go over a few things. My goodness, I have been remiss. I apologize. I forgot to tell you about the class. I forgot to tell you I've already done the first 3 rounds of the event. So let's back it up a little bit. First, while we're here, I will show you the class weapon for Hierophant, and that is Summer's Wonder. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Summer's Wonder. It's true scatter damage boosted by Fae allies and enemies, and if an enemy dies, grant all allies 2 random positive status effects. It does self-enchant. It does do a little damage to all enemies. 5 scatter damage, which is great for breaking barriers. I tend not to use this weapon. Yeah, it's just not my style. I do like this scatter damage in general, but I like it better when you can loop with it, like with Queen Beatrix or with Gobtraffel, because they're creating mana and the possibility of a match 4 so that you can loop. You can't do that with Summer's Wonder, which is probably why I don't ever use it. Also, let's see, I just showed you this team, didn't I? All right, let's back out of this and I'll tell you about Hierophant class. So Hierophant class is going to make your hero a Fae. It will make you from Bright Forest. I'll show you that right here. Fae, Bright Forest. Here is Summer's Wonder. And if you use a green weapon, you get +5 magic. Now, as far as the talents go, I do like the cleanse on 4+ matches. That's very nice. And that will work as long as you don't get stunned. Firestarter, it's great. It's one of the classes that has the Firestorm at the start if you decide to use it. Or you can have a Light Storm. Or you can Faery Fire a random enemy when an ally dies. I tend to not want my allies to ever die, so I never tend to choose that, but you can gain 4 life when matching 4 gems. All red allies gain 1 magic. Bonus red mana from red gem matches. I chose for this team to go for bonus green mana because of the Leprechaun. The other ones have the bonus red, and then the final one, it does have Fireblade, triple skull damage to burning enemies, which is fantastic. Of course, there are other classes that do it better. Specifically, Slayer is the best up for that one. Or Divine allies gain 2 life every turn, or Fae allies gain 2 life every turn. So that is a rundown of the class. As far as the shop goes, you don't have to buy at any tiers in here at all. That's what I'm trying to show you with this video. I'm using up my free sigils only until after the videos only because I want to max this out today. But tier 5 would get you this early, but you will get it for free just for getting 250 wins with the Hierophant class. So up to you whether you want to blaze ahead on that or not. I tend to do the class trials and not spend any gems on them usually. So anyway, let's move on to the next team. We've got the Summer Aegis, which is in the Soulforge right now. Does damage to an enemy boosted by Bright Forest allies. That's my entire team. Then creates a mix of 6 green and red gems for each Bright Forest ally. I'm using primarily green and... Did I say green and purple? Wait. Green and red. Red. Green and red. And then King Oberron's going to give it 50% mana start to all Fae allies, and he's going to give life and magic to all allies. Create a firestorm and enchant all Fae allies. So even though he's not doing any damage, he's healing, he's enchanting, he's got a 50% mana start. If you don't have him, you can put something else in here like Tinseltail. You can put Glitterclaw in here. Either one of them would be a good choice. Glitterclaw maybe a little better than Tinseltail, possibly. Simply because Glitterclaw will Faery Fire all of the enemies. However, Queen Titania does Faery Fire a random enemy on 4+ gem matches, and you will have a lot of them from the Summer Aegis. Okay. You can always use any explodey weapon here instead. Something with yellow, preferably, so that you don't mana block the whole team. Or, you know, however you want to do it. So we already have 1 Faery Fire here. Let's see if we can get another. We have 2 Faery Fires. Whee! There we go. And we'll just blow this off. We've got him filled up. I actually want to show you, well, this guy's going to die so quickly. This is the team I'll be using to go further in the event. But you can see how much green and red was created from that weapon. It's just awesome. I love it. I love this team. I originally got it from a viewer of mine whom I can't remember his name. I'm so sorry. I have it documented. I just don't know where that information is right this second. It would take too long to look it up. So, okay, next team is very similar. And this one is using Glitterclaw in place of King Oberron. Of course, it's not going to be as fast because no 50% mana start. But this time, I put on the Fairy Ring. You could stick with the Summer Aegis if you want. But this is green and purple gems instead of green and red. And I thought that that would work nicely with the team. I did mention Glitterclaw earlier. Glitterclaw is going to Faery Fire all enemies and do some damage. So It's a choice if you don't have King Oberron, but if you do have him, I recommend him because he's pretty cool. I like that legendary quite a bit. Alrighty, let's see what we can do here. Let's blow things up. And yeah, we'll go ahead and go for some mana and see what happens. We'll go for the summoner. Perfect. And then they're all Faery Fire, does that nice extra damage, extra 50% damage for each Faery Fired enemy. Well, the Faery Fired enemies do take an extra 50% damage from all spell damage, period. Hiya! Alright, the next team I totally got from Relle. So it is a modification of my last team. It's the same thing as before, only instead of Queen Titania, that is not right. Did I forget to... I forgot to fix it, didn't I? Didn't I? Ah, it's a good thing I check all these things before I put them out. So the same team, just put Suna on there instead of Queen Titania. Yes, King Oberron is mana blocked. Yeah, so it's the Leprechaun, but we've got the Summer Aegis. Let's do it this way. Yeah, let's do that. We don't have enchant, so... Alright, let me copy this team and I will get that fixed. And basically Suna is for long battles. You know, it's just going to be a lot faster with Queen Titania because she does damage to all enemies. Suna steals life from the 2 weakest enemies, steals magic from the 2 strongest. So this is kind of for those long battles, but with a 50% mana start, that's really going to be helpful. So let's kick this off by doing some damage over here. Lots and lots of mana. Whee! And we'll do this. Insta-kill because I'm low enough level right now. We'll do this. We'll get an extra 5 magic, which is really going to help this. It's going from 79 to 84, I think. Yep, to 84. And we just need to get some more mana here for Suna, like that. And we'll do this. Ta-da! Alright. So, if you use all of your free sigils, you win all of your battles, and you don't lose any Val Ravens, you should be able to complete round 4 of the class trial, and your winnings will be 25 gems, 10,000 gold, and 50 Hierophant experience. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you folks soon. Bye-bye!